Hey guys, Dan Percival here, founder of the sport of extreme ice skating, and I'm going to quickly go over what's here first on the table before I discuss the second prototype of the extreme ice skate, which is this model here. Okay, so first, this is the preliminary extreme ice skate made by a different manufacturer, and this skate was designed for only personal use and made by a different manufacturer. So let's go over what the extreme ice skate that I'm currently producing, the actual product of the extreme ice skate. So this is, again, personal use, no business intent. This here is the first prototype of the extreme ice skate. I have the manufacturer's name covered up just for privacy until it's ready to be released into the market. And as you've seen in the previous video of the first prototype of the extreme ice skate, the problem to be solved here was only to see if we can put this white X onto the skate. So we had cut it out. It was cut out individually by hand, not by a machine, although it will be done by a machine in the future. And then we basically sewn the red around the edge, and then they sewn in between. And I believe they glued it as well. So the only problem here that was solved was to see if this X could be put on the skate. And as you can see, they started off with the original figure skate model that they had, or that they have. And you can see how the boot here is still, the inclination is still that of a figure skate. And let me just show you up close so you can see, although you've seen already on the first video. Okay, you can see the boot here. Now, here is the second prototype of the extreme ice skate. And as you can see, I already mounted the blade holder to the actual boot. And basically all I did was screw it into the bottom of the boot, and when the skate is actually ready to be released in the market, like the final end product, it'll have probably washers here, and I'll paint the screws. But at any rate, the purpose of the second extreme ice skate, which is here, is to see if the blade holder can be conforming to the boot. So in other words, they had to go through a process of making lasts to reconfigure the angle of the boot. So that was the only problem to be solved in the second prototype of the extreme ice skate, was to reconfigure the angle of a boot so it's no longer like a figure skating boot. Now the third, which I do not have because we have not designed yet, will be to take the extreme ice skate boot, this is what I received recently last week from the manufacturer, and to change it so that it has all the features and issues that are met for the sport of extreme ice skating. So in other words, it's going to have thicker holes so you can put hockey laces in here, and the actual boot itself is going to look sort of like this skate over here. In fact, everything is going to be almost exactly to this skate over here, except that the tongue is going to be thicker, because remember, that skate, just the preliminary model that was made for my personal use, was designed as I was just practicing at the rink, and I said, well, this skate needs to be this and needs to be that, and the manufacturer says, okay, Dan, we'll fix that issue for you, and so on and so forth. And so let me bring that back over here and show you how this is all going to come together. So this skate is actually going to, in the end, if you can picture this, is going to look like this skate. It's going to be wide, it's gonna be really wide here, as you can see. It looks almost like a hockey boot. A thick tongue, and actually a much thicker tongue, stronger tongue. It's gonna still have the cushioning here, and the wide holes here for the laces. Very strong, durable boot, all leather. It's going to have cushioning inside here to prevent any kind of pain that you might get, and of course this will prevent lace bite as well. And you can see the washers that will be used, and like I said before, they'll be in red. And now if you can imagine this skate, but with the X, with my name in red here, the manufacturer's name in gold here, this X on this boot, but looking like that boot over there. So the X, that boot over there, plus the blade holder. And you'll see the next model will contain all these features. In other words, what the whole skate is going to look like and feel like, all the concerns of the extreme ice skaters and then their needs are going to be met with the third prototype, and maybe there might be one more prototype after that just to clear some issues up. But anyways, that's it.